Okay. Hold on. Let me get to this. Like, what the hell? Let me get to this freaking... Okay. I'm not even going to bother you with that weird-ass setting. I'm just going to go to chapter 2. Yeah. Oops! I accidentally read this in chapter before, but I didn't have the microphone on, so, I'm just going to speed through this one. And hopefully, it'll still be funny. I'm in the middle of dark and damp forest. My legs feel like they're gonna fall off and don't stop moving, but I keep on. I feel like there's something behind me, but I can't turn around. I keep running. The orphanage comes to really run into... I'm scared of what is behind me. It's something open the door. It won't open the door. What do I in the darkness? She finds dead. This monster, it's like Agnes, and everything is bright again. Oh, I was laying in a pile of leaves in the middle of the nice bright shade forest just sat beside me with a comforting smile. It was so much nicer here. The doctor slowly ran in, grabbed Agnes's head, and he slammed it onto the ground with an ear-piercing crunch sound. I wake up in a burst, sweating. It's been 2 months since a incident with Duran, and all my dreams have been just like that one, with Agnes always saving the end. So the doctor slowly rinsed all the end, though. Ugh. Me being banned from going outside for the last 2 months, I've been super invested in learning things with Agnes. Oh, and getting bad at reading. I started reading math, learning math. I can read the whole chapters by myself. Agnes is learning at a great pace. I've been avoiding Duran. I've been angry at all he did to me, but scared of his power over the caretakers. It's invincible at them pandering to him like that. Agnes has also been teaching me how to stop my anger from making bad decisions like for me, like it did last night. I don't know if it'll work, but apparently taking deep breaths shouldn't make you feel calm. That's just I love the solitude and say to my room, I want somewhere else to do my math. So I did by one of the windows looking outside. I noticed all the leaves on the trees were falling off. Why are they doing that? I should ask Agnes about it. My birthday is 2 months from now, and the kids are supposed to lay out to the town after your first birthday. I was very excited about that, because I always see people walking aside talking about you. I'm going to find some friends outside the soldiers. What's going on, loser? It was Duran. Remember, deep breaths. Nothing, just studying this math stuff. I swear I'm blinking. By the window, huh? You must really miss you outside. Makes sense, because you're a beast after all. I felt a wave of anger go through me. This deep breathing won't hold it for long. Could you just leave me alone? I'm trying to focus here. Oh, you want more pampering when you're already despoiled? This mama beast pamper you that much? After you said that, I lost myself. A shot was getting ready to jump on him. I felt even more attached to Agnes now. I won't let anyone make fun of him. Get away with it. Wait, what are you? Hey! It was Agnes. I started shaking. Leave him alone, you rotten little chick. Yes, you leave. So just leave. Just be angry. Okay, sorry. He ran off and looked at me in the face and said, "This isn't over yet." Good thing I was here. We might have jumped on him. I know you're mad, but unless you want more punches from Dr. Speeches, says, stop letting your anger do that to you. So it's only disappointing me. Sorry, Agnes, I apologize. Did you forget about what I taught you? No, it's helping, but when you start insulting you, I lost it. Okay, we're going to need to look at your anger management a little more. You start staring at me for a couple seconds like she was thinking. Anyway, how's your math going? Good, until that jerk came along. Why'd she act like that, I asked. Well, the only reason you think of that I came to the doctor, you probably bully anyone you got doctor before him. But you first only had to stick around after it all. He's probably getting sick of getting denied by a client. It doesn't help that he's an anthem. You're a failure. When he's getting county speeches says, yeah, I used to feel bad for him. He just started bullying me. He's always got denied, even though he tried super hard. We both sat in silence for a while. Also, I want to ask, why are all the leaves on the trees falling off? It's fall now. 1 to 4 seasons. They call it fall because all the leaves fall to the ground. I don't know why they come up, but they just do. She answered, cool. What are the other 3 seasons? I continued. Summer, spring, and winter. Summer is a hot season, great for playing outside. Spring is a rainy season, so we playing outside, but maybe not every day. The winter is the cold season, like the snow instead of rain during winter. What season is next? Winter, then spring, then summer, then fall again. Straight up, like, this guy doesn't even know what snow is, so, like, why? You should maybe tell him that. So it's my birthday in fall and winter. It's on November 9th. That'll still be fall, but etching towards winter. I asked her lots of questions. I really like to learn about the world and all it has in it. I really liked Agnes. A month and a half later, my dreams have been a lot better way. Jane has been getting a bunch of other kids joining his posse and calling themselves a grim kids. I'm scared it's going to get them to group up on me. Agnes tells me to just be careful and not provoke them, then hopefully they should leave me alone. Apparently, a client is supposed to come in to adopt a couple of kids today. I'm really hoping they pick Duran. Hoping he picks Duran. He says it's being here for so long, and honestly, I wasn't mad at my face. He's been torturing me any way he can, trying to provoke me. I was laying in my room cleaning myself, and one of the kids was knocking on my door saying the client was here. I was going to be elected on paper, so they wouldn't adopt me. But I was still scared. They did adopt me. I wouldn't be able to be with Agnes anymore. Best not think about it. I slowly walked to the adoption center. During a second in line beside some new younger kid that got admitted last month. I'm far in the back. It doesn't claim me yet because they might pick someone randomly. The kids start going in. I could tell Dwayne got the "I think about it" answer because he looked annoyed and angry. I hope he doesn't take it out on me. They started picking... What is he screaming about? They started picking randomly at the first couple, and I happened to get picked. Just my luck. I walked in and see an older Anthro Bunny as the client. He's looking at me, and I look at him fake angrily to try and make him not want me. The caretaker starts. Okay, this is Zeke. He's a bit of a ruffian. That's a small history of being aggressive to the other kids. Tried to whisper at the hospital, but I could still hear it. Zeke, this is Chesley. Please answer his questions. Chesley started. So, first off, what's the random aggression? What did you do and why are you aggressive to him? I don't know. What should I tell you, huh? I answered. That was real anger. Is this really what defines me now? Why is he dyke? Why is he dyke man? Does he even want to be adopted? He asked the caretaker. The kid didn't seem shocked. Oops, went a little height there. Zeke, please answer questions, so we'll send you to the DAC. Yikes, guess I better answer. Fine, you may find me because I couldn't hold my foot properly, so I snarled at him. Also may find one of my friends. That's about as far as you'll get. What do you like to do for fun? Play outside and study, I replied, looking sideways in disinterest. He smiled. He must have liked my answer. Crap. Oh, okay, one last thing. Is someone doubting you for loving someone else? What will you do? What a weird question. Thought for a second before finally responding with the mischievous smile. I'll probably tear them up until they're mincemeat. Chesley stared at me with a blank expression before finally saying, "Oh, think about this one." Good, that's not usually what they say when clients say we're not very interested. They're trying to be nice, but we had the orphans all know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I stick my orphanage out. Stick my orphanage out. Stick my tongue out and leave. I go back to my room, but Agnes is waiting for me. How'd it go? Great. The caretaker told me how history of being aggressive, so I made myself look like a jerk. Alrighty, good. Not good. I was just a little laid back listening, to be honest. She had a least expression when I just said, "Did she has a crush on him?" Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want anyone to adopt me but you. I always think of you as my mom. She smiled at me when I said that. I've only known you for about 3 months, and you're already really growing up. I went back to cleaning myself, and Agnes went back to clean my room since it was a Thursday. A little time passed, and once again there's a knock at the door. The client wishes to speak to you, Zeke. A caretaker said. My heart dropped. I looked at Agnes with a wary expression and left reluctantly. When I got to the room, there were 5 kids. Me, an Anthro cat named Amber, Anthro wolf named Mason, who was a Grim Kids member, Phiore, my hyena, who I didn't know the name of, and Durain. The caretaker began. The client wants you 5 to answer questions and ask each other questions to see how you get along. 3 of you will be adopted, so make sure to do good. Those odds are bad, but at least I have a chance out of here. Alright, I want to see which of you 5 get along the best. So I want you to come up one by one and say what your favorite thing is, then your favorite thing about everyone else is, he explained. Who's first? Durain immediately went up front. He was the oldest one here and probably the most determined to get adopted. I'm Durain, and my favorite thing to do is study and play around with my friends, he said very enthusiastically. My favorite thing about Amber is how much she loves plants. She helps water all the plants when the Janice do it, and she's always hanging around one all the time. She's also really cute. He looked like he meant it when he said that. Does he have a crush on Amber? Ooh! Next up is Mason. Mason is always one of my friends. He always has the best jokes. He also really strong, but he's never aggressive towards other people. He stared at me when he said that. Jed always helped me out to new kids when they get admitted. He also always comforts them and makes sure they feel welcome here in our orphanage. Very admirable. Yeah. What are you just going to say about me? Then we have Zeke. I guess my favorite thing about him is that he's one of the only people who likes to go outside. His fur color is also red for even, which is nice. Iltiga had to push himself to say those things. But just gonna say it! He's a bit of an aggressive jerk sometimes, he said, staring at me. This would be a good chance to show I don't get along with him to Chesley. Yeah, I'll show you aggressive if you really want me to. I yapped at him, genuinely annoyed. The caretaker and Chesley exchanged worried glances when I said that. The other kids went. They mostly said similar stuff as Durain, just not nearly as enthusiastically. Chesley seemed to like Amber the most, but now it's my turn. I need to keep this aggressive act up. Hey, I'm Zeke. I don't really know any of you, and honestly would rather not do this. Honestly, the only person I know is Durain. That's because she's a huge fat fucking dick-off who tortures people for being fucking happy. I stood straight at him and smirked when I said that, to be honest. This doesn't feel like an act anymore. I'm generally throwing my thoughts at him. It feels nice. Durain looked annoyed. Dude! Joker! I'm tired pretending Durain isn't a fucking cock, dude. Everything else smells nice today, I guess. Because I'm a fail. I can smell that shit. I walked back to where I was sitting and looked at Chesley. He was looking right at Durain with a face full of disappointment. Ha! Good. See him for his true colors. Am I changing? Yes! Embrace Joker, eh? Well, alright then, Chesley says, a little confused. Those two have some sort of history? He asked the caretaker. Seekers tried to attack him twice now, so yes. Okay. Chesley stared at the table and thought for a while. He wrote a couple things down on a piece of paper before finally saying, I've decided to adopt Mason, Amber, and Jed. I'm sorry I had to pick like this. Please don't take it too personally, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you didn't pick me. Thank God. Durain didn't pick, though. And then it hit me. It was like someone dangled a free ticket to a family in his face, and then yanked it away and gave it to someone else. And I'm the one who just outed him to seek some revenge. I feel awful. I can't make myself look at them. I'm sure he's beyond angry. I'm so dead. Agnes told me not to do anything stupid, and I went did this. You were supposed to tell me. I screwed up. I've been back to the rush. Agnes is still there waiting for me. Oh no, what happened? Did you get adopted? She was visibly worried. No, but I threw Durain out to make sure it didn't happen. Now he's probably stupid mad at me. He's probably going to get his gang to beat me to a pulp. I can barely breathe. I'm scared. I really don't. I better go down. It's okay. I would never let him do that to you. I'll make sure of that. She counseled me. She laid next to me, looked at me to try and calm me down. It worked well. We laid like that for a minute or two. Okay, what should I do? I finally asked. Well, we gotta face your fears first. Make it since Matt is saying you waiting for nothing. I'll try and stay near him to see what he's doing. If he doesn't matter, it's all good, right? Alright, but tell them what I do about food and stuff. I'll bring it to you. You just gotta tell me what you want. I feel like if I didn't have Agnes, I would be so scared staying here until I starved. But with that, maybe Durain would me alone? That's probably true, but I need her. Especially now. I laid there for a while until I fell asleep. I woke up to the smell of something really good. Oh god, it's some food that I'd never seen before. It was some meat that wasn't cooked and had a note that said, here's some freshly caught meat from the forest. Love, Agnes. From the forest? It's not even cooked. What the fuck? But it smelled so good. I ate in 5 seconds. It was so good. Magic meat is like a sponge compared to this, dude. I hate McDonald's. The only problem was that it was cold. I bet it's so much better warm. Agnes also left me some books and lists of things to try and study. It was 3 a.m. Last I remember I fell asleep at noon. I slept for 15 hours? I started studying since I had nothing else to do. There's a book about all things magic. It's talked about every person is born with abilities, and based on the affinity you have, those abilities are enhanced. It also said that people realize these abilities when they need them in their life. What if... Fuck. Hold on. What affinity do I have? Well, I need my new abilities. Hopefully not anytime soon, I guess. The book also said things about crosses, which are magic extensions of the soul. I didn't really understand too much of what it was trying to tell me, so I'll have to ask Agnes about it, you know? Also in the book was a section about magic transformations. Also, according to the book, when some species become adults, they permanently transform by wearing a magic transformation crystal. Like I could become a queen by wearing a water-imbued magic transformation crystal might become an adult. Not all species can transform this way, but Evians can. So it's a point for me to learn about this. Yeah. Finally, it's 6 a.m., which is when Agnes comes to my room to wake me up. Hey, you awake? She looked relieved. Yeah, I've been studying like you said to do. Great, what do you study? Mostly magic. It's pretty exciting that I might be able to do some of this stuff someday. Yeah. Hey, do you know your affinity? No, am I supposed to? Not really, but some people get checked when they were born. How about after your birthday, go see what it is? That sounds awesome! That was exciting. For like the first time I've been excited about something in a while. For anything else? Oh, yeah. I looked up the section about crosses, but I don't really understand it too much. I'm a dumb child. Alright, I'll explain it. Everyone, as soon as they are born, has a cross. A cross is like an imprint or extension of your soul, and without it, you won't be you. Crosses are one of the only things that aren't different between Phaos and Anthos. What else? Cross can be combined with someone else. It connects you and the person you combine it with. It's called getting crossed, and usually you get crossed with the person you love and want to be with. Crossing is permanent, and it can only be done once. So make sure whoever you get crossed with is the one you think is the one for you. just crossed with her. Thinking about that worried me. There's no one I really like besides Agnes. Fuck her. Hopefully, once I get out of this orphanage, I can find someone. It's just literally right there. But I can't think I'll be alone, locked in this orphanage forever. Then I suddenly remembered. Durain was mad at me. Agnes did a great job distracting me. What about Durain? Is he mad? Yeah. I heard him talk to him all his friends about what you did. He seemed mad. But I don't think he'd hurt you over it. Probably just try and get you into trouble, like that last time. Really? Then I don't need to lock myself in here? No, as long as you're careful around him, you should be fine. I'll still make sure to check on you very often, though, because I get worried over this stuff. Hey, Agnes, what do you do outside the orphanage? Oh, well, I live not too far away, right next to the forest. I live in the wooden cabin with my husband. I told him all sorts of things about you, and he started working to help raise money for the adoption price. He said he doesn't want to adopt a kid, but I don't think he means it. Why don't you guys just have a kid? Well, he's infertile. Ha! Which means he can't have kids in that way. So since I learned that, I started saving up to adopt a kid from this orphanage. It costs a lot, so it took 2 years of working, but I got there. You know what happened from there? How did you guys meet? I was really curious about what Agnes is like inside the orphanage. Well, I was hanging out in the forest, and usually I'm alone out there, but one day I ran into him. I got defensive and asked him why he was in my forest, because I thought I was new or something. But apparently he'd been hanging in that forest longer than I have, and we just never ran into each other somehow. We both laughed at that. We talked about stuff, and there was time for it to go to the caretaker train. I decided I wanted to leave my room. I was going to get unbanned from outside in a couple of days, and I'm super excited. I feel weak just sitting around here all day. So I walked out. I saw Durain in the main lobby. He was talking with his grim kid members. I decided to go around the other way, towards the other kids' rooms. I walked to the window seat I'd like to study on and sat down. I saw 2 feral kids slightly older than me, laying by a tree, basically fucking. I was jealous. A family and a lover. I'm such a loner. I also see Agnes out there talking to Dr. Sully. He looks angry. What'd she do? Dr. Sully started walking back inside, and Agnes just stood there. I could tell she's mad about something because she's sticking her claws into the ground. Then Dr. Sully walks in and sees me sitting there. You. I want to talk to you about something. Go to disciplinary action. I'll be there in a minute. Okay then. He walked away, doing that weird pointed middle finger quick thingy. He does that a lot, basically. I wonder why. I recklessly started walking to the DAC. I get there and wait. Then Dr. Sully walks in with Durain, still doing that quick. Alright, so Durain has told me that you purposely tried to make one of the clients not adopt him. Is this true? What he said is true. I did that. But should I admit it? No, look out for yourself. Screw Durain. Wait, no, what I'm thinking of just a midget. I'll probably get punished. I think Durain might get on me back. No, that bastard's been torturing us for months now. Why should we let him have the last laugh? Well, Zeke, Dr. Sully suddenly broke me out of my thoughts. Fine, just admit, but this is the end. We'll show him a real beast if that's what he wants. Joking. Yeah, I did. And honestly, I'd do it again if I could. I said angrily. I didn't really want to say that. My mom was just telling me to just admit it quietly, because it's my fault I didn't get adopted. But something in my heart wouldn't let me. Durain and Dr. Sully stared at me with hot, sexy eyes. But instead of shaking my hair, I smiled and sat up straight. Okay then, you animal. Since you're already on a lockdown, we're going to do the physical punishment instead. He said bluntly. The physical punishment, huh? What's that gonna be? Durain, you may go now. Zeke and I are gonna talk a little more. Durain walked out of the room. Then it was just me and Dr. Sully. What is your problem, beast? Why do you do this to him? He tried so hard to get adopted, and you just come and stomp on all that? He wants to go to a good college and actually do something with his life. Meanwhile, you just sit here in this orphanage doing what? Nothing? I couldn't answer any of that. I definitely should be angry he said all that. But it's starting to feel true. Even though I thought I was too shy to answer, something came over me. Yeah, I guess I will. He tortures me as often as possible, all because I am a personal caretaker that actually takes care of me. He sees I'm happy, and somehow thinks that's a bad thing. I hate him! I might be changing. I'm not suggesting that. Suddenly, Dr. Sully stopped doing the quick and put his hands together. I understand you and Durain being there to try to start since the first punishment. I've had talked to Durain about not trying to advocate to you, so I'll just have to do the same to you. He looked at me with a very neutral face. If the rain tries to initiate something, please talk to one of the caretakers. We can't keep having these situations get out of hand. He paused for a moment. I know that might be hard for you, so I'll give you some incentive to do it. If you and Devane keep acting like this, I'll fire Agnes. As soon as he said that, everything I was feeling shifted. Fire Agnes? He wouldn't. But the look on his face was a serious one, so I'm going to take his word for it. I've already given Devane some incentive of his own too, so he should feel less inclined to try and drive you up the wall. If he tries, tell one of the caretakers I promise to punish him. Something about this whole thing didn't feel right. Just a moment ago, he was beyond angry, and now he's trying to help me with my quarrel against Devane? Not to mention him stopping that hand quick. Something's fishy about this. I don't like fish. No punishment this time. That warning should hopefully be enough. You may go back to whatever you were doing. Okay, then. I walk out of the room, looking at him for any changes in his face. I'm very suspicious of him. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't just stop being mad like that, so he's probably got something he's not telling me. Went back to the window and sat back down. Agnes was gone, but those two kids are still there, sleeping together. It still made me jealous. I decided to look for Agnes. I want to know what made her so angry earlier. It's Thursday today, and I can smell the cleaning products in the air, so she's probably cleaning one of the orphans' rooms. After a little bit of searching, I find her at the janitor's closet getting some cleaning crystals. Hey, Agnes, how's it going? Oh, hey. I'm doing fine, I guess. I could tell she wasn't very happy. Did Dr. Sully threaten to fire you? Yeah, how'd you know? He told me if I didn't stop fighting with Devane, he'd fire you. What did he tell you? You said if you don't get that poison of yours in check, I'll just fire you and find someone else to adopt him. What a jerk. Just avoid Devane for a while, and hopefully this will all blow over. That was my plan. It should work out, since according to Dr. Sully, Devane also had an incentive. So hopefully he should have the same plan. What could be as important to Devane as Agnes is to me? Hopefully this decided vengeance is better than whatever his incentive is. Well, I gotta get back to cleaning. I'll be able to talk to her for lunchtime, okay? Okay, see ya. I started walking back to my room. I want to study more about magic because if Devane decided to get revenge, I want to have the edge on him using magic. Dude, this guy's gonna, murder him. In the middle of the... They're just gonna fight. Alright. Bye-bye.